Hello everyone, welcome. This is Paula Connor with Elevate Me Hub, and this is a Kundalini class designed specifically for mobility. And mobility in the sense of even this position is challenging for you. So if you can't sit comfortably in easy pose, number one, if your knees are up here and it's very uncomfortable to sit like this with your back straight, this class is for you. If you also find it very difficult to sit like this in Vajrasana or Thunderbolt pose, just being on your knees, if this is uncomfortable for you, this is your class. And if you even find Child's Pose, if you find this difficult, where your bottom cannot be on the heels, if you're up like this, then this class is for you. Okay? Just do this. Do it every day for a month, and then they will be comfortable for you, I promise, because you must put your body in a position every day in order for it to be your natural range of motion. So what I would suggest to you is you're gonna sit cross-legged. You're gonna sit like this. And you're just gonna relax your knees a little bit. Get the body comfortable and used to sitting in this position, all right? And then you're gonna do things like, oh my gosh, I can't sit on my knees. You're gonna sit wherever you can. If you can't sit on your knees, then use a block and be in this position. Just kind of like a baby when they move the first time. Same as in Child's Pose. If you can't sit back, then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna move back and forth. You're gonna move your body back and forth from tabletop and trying to get your bottom to touch the heels. It's really quite simple. You get your body used to doing that position all the time. And eventually, you'll be able to relax down in Child's Pose, whether your knees are separate or your knees are apart. The other movement that you must do is the same, but you could probably do your own workout by moving into your knees, coming back into your easy pose, back onto. That is all you can be doing to get comfortable with being on the knees and being on your shins. And then shake it out. Shake it out. The only way it's going to become part of your range of motion is if you put yourself in that position every day. And you'll find it gets less and less creaky. The other movement I have shared on many occasions is we sit with the back nice and straight, and what you can do is if you sit your bum just outside of the mat, that'll help you from moving forward, because if you start to creep forward, it's because your back is not straight. And so what we're doing here, the feet are very wide, your heels are on the ground, and in the beginning, you're gonna wanna tense your fingers and support yourself back here. But see this shape? You wanna keep your feet in the same position, and all you're doing is mobilizing your hips, your knees, and your ankles. That's all this is. So in the beginning, throughout your little bit of movements, you're gonna sprinkle this in for 3 minutes. Every time you get a little stiff. And in the beginning, like I said, it'll be here, your hands will be here. As you start to get a little bit more flexible, add your hand in behind, keeping the upper body nice and straight. That's my coffee. And then when you get really flexible and strong in the hip area and the knee flexor area, so it doesn't feel like you're making an ugly face all the time, as my teacher said. Just move yourself to full body, inhaling in the center, and doing it mindfully. I've seen some people, don't do it like that. Please don't do it like that. Be mindful. Place your knees there. Imagine that you are lubricating the joints. So you're gonna do this for a few minutes. And then you can shake it out. Give it a little bit of a shake. And come back then into a Baddha Konasana, which is butterfly pose or bound angle pose. Your feet are together. Now you might only be in this position because we want to get you so that these knees are very close to the ground, because then the hips are open. You want to open the hips. So just flap these up and down a little bit. And be here for a few minutes. Being gentle. And if your knees are up here, that's okay. Just start where you can, but relax. Breathe into it and allow your body to let go. Just let go. And then you'll find that when you come back into this position, it's going to feel a lot looser. Just by doing these internal and external rotations for the hips, for the ankles, for the knees. And the other thing that you can do to build a little bit of strength, because that's what has to happen here. They have to get strong. As you pull the knees in together nice and tight, your chest is on your thighs, you can feel it. Keep the knees together and just come up and then relax. Come up and relax. Keep the knees together. Come up and relax. And then when you get strong enough, keeping the knees together, the feet together, back nice and straight, head up, arms up, and then relax. Just practice that. And then you can come back out of it and shake out the legs. Shake out the legs. Put yourself back into this position. That's what you're doing. And then you could change your feet. What's one in front, one in the back. These are just some simple exercises for you. The other way that you can do the internal and external rotations is against a wall. Or here, I'll just use the glass behind me. And it's like the windshield wipers, where you're moving internal and external rotations on the wall, keeping your back flat on the floor, and you just use the windshield wipers. Just like this. And being mindful when you come up. So if you can't sit on your knees every day, then you're going to try to. You try to. If you have to have a block, then do that. And try to. Just relax. Relax. Just try to sit back on it. Oh my gosh. If your knees are creaky and this is like, oh, I can't do it, just practice doing that. And again, pushing back into child's pose, no matter how far you can go. This is just like when a newborn baby starts to move and starts to find what their range of motion is and their movements. It's because they're building strength. And eventually, you'll be able to. Like I shared in another video, I couldn't do this when I started. I couldn't sit in between my legs like this at all. It was impossible. And then when I tried to do the reclining goddess, which is this position, all the way back, there was absolutely no way I could do that. And then when I would get up, All right, so now I can keep my knees together and I keep them down, but it would be like I would have to go so slow to come back out of it because it was so tight. But now I don't have to because I'm in that position every day. So those are just a couple of short tips. Just put yourself in that position every day. Put yourself in this position. Sit there. Just give yourself a few minutes sitting there and switch yourself up into sitting on your knees and then back down on the side, sitting on your knees and back down on the side, sitting up, stretching your leg to the right, changing your leg to the left. Just get used to putting your body in those positions. And if you can't go forward, if the leg doesn't go out to the side, it only goes to there, then just do that. Just do that. That's all you do. Do what you can do every day, and eventually you'll start to be able to go to the side and mobilize yourself in ways you never thought you could. That's all I wanted to show today. I don't even know if that makes sense, but that's what I would do. Push yourself into the position that is most uncomfortable every day, and then it will become your body's range of motion. So good luck with that, and I'll be back again with another video very soon.